Okay, hi guys. This is going to be my November TBR. So we're going to talk about carryover for a second. But Like Fate by LaSalle Samberry. I plan on starting this in October. Oh, and by the way, I'm filming this on a Tuesday. It's October 25th, so a little pre-filming. So this is going to be a carryover. I do plan on finishing it. Picked this up from the Dollar Tree, the XY by Virginia Bergin. Check this out. He has never seen a girl, she has never met a boy. So I went to Dollar Tree. I don't go there very often, but I decided to check the book section. I had to go to that shopping center anyway. That seemed intriguing. I want to check it out. First book in this trilogy, Anna and the French Kiss by Stephanie Perkins. Famous Last Words by Katie Alender. The Distance Between Us by Kasie West. I've read several books by her. She has become one of my favorite authors. She's top 10. Colleen Hoover, November 9th. Another one that I really like. Third and final book in the trilogy, The Golden Enclaves by Naomi Novik. Book 3, Shatter by Michael Robotham. I probably butchered his last name. So my understanding with these, let's see, this is the third book. I've got them. I can see my shelf from over here and where the books are. So hold on one second. 4, 5, 6. So like 9 books I think is in this series. I'm on book 3. The second book took me a little bit to finish. The first one, I don't even remember. This is a series, but it seems like it's a series of standalones. Like each one is like a companion to the next kind of thing. Like the first 2 books, you had the main character and then this doctor person or whoever. And when you got to the second one, no, it was the detective. Because you had the psychologist, he was the main character in the first one, and the second one, the detective was the main character. But the detective was also in the first one, but he became the main character in the second one, and then the psychologist was just a side character. And the third one, right here, I don't know. I'm going to read this one. Hopefully I can finish it. I've got to be better about DNFing if I really don't like something. So if I get to page 100, 150, and I'm still not feeling it, I'm going to DNF it. If I can finish it, then I'm going to make a decision of whether it's good enough to finish the whole series. And I also know I really need to be better about talking about a book. Here's the thing. I don't do the synopsis. So when I do my monthly TBR, I can't do that with the TBR. But when I get to my end of the month wrap up, then I should be able to do it. And I need to be better about that. So, let's go over the goals. You've got, let's see, for Famous Last Words, I want to finish. For Shatter, I want to at least get to page 50. For Anna and the French Kiss, I want to finish. The Golden Enclaves, I want to finish. November 9th, finish. The Distance Between Us, finish. Blood Like Fate, it was from my October TBR. For October, it was to start it. And I do plan on doing that before the end of the month. But for this month, for November, it's going to be to finish. And then the XY, if I start it this month, because we're in October still while I'm filming, then I'm going to finish it in November. But if I start it in November, then I'm just going to read it and finish it. Hopefully it's good. So, I mean, my goals are for me, and I sometimes put start for a bunch of them. Other times I put finish. Other times I put continue. I kept them to 6 books this time simply because I don't know. I don't want to overdo it. I want to be able to finish because the way I read, I'll read a little bit of one, and if I'm not feeling it right away, I'll go to another one. And that's why I end up with 4 to 6 books open. But I'm trying to be better about only having at least no more than 4 books open. Excuse me. So, I'm trying to think. So say if I'm reading this one and I get to page, and I finish, well, not page, but if I get to the end of chapter 1, and I'm like, okay, I'm not feeling it, I'll go to the next book. And then after a while, anyway, doing that, let's say I have 4 books open, and I alternate them each day for a while. And then finally what I'll do is, okay, I get into one more than the other, and that's the one I stick with. Hopefully that makes sense. It makes sense in my head. But I really would like to get to where I only have 1 or 2 books open. But sometimes you're reading, as much as I like both of these authors, so it was probably a bad example. Let's go with this one. This is my October one. It's not going to make it to November. If I can't finish it by the end of this month, I'm DNFing, even though it's Dean Koontz. So with this one, some of the chapters are 20, 30 pages or so. If I read a few chapters of it and I'm not feeling it, well, guess what? I'm going to put it aside, and I'm going to come back to this one. And I'm using these two as an example because these are the books I'm on. But right now, I'm really into this one, so I'm trying to finish it, which is beside the point of this video because these aren't going to make it to my November. It's not going to make it to November. That's why they're not on my TBR. But I use them as an example. One, best example I had, and two, they're right next to me. So anyway, this is November's TBR. And I will come back at the end of the month for a recap. Of course, there'll be 2 videos in between the TBR and the wrap-up at the end. But anyway. But this is for November's TBR. Bye.